Hello. Hi. Hey. Hey. Hold on, let me add everyone. Giga late of hell? Yeah, yeah. I woke up at 11 abruptly because I needed someone needed assistance from me for work, and then I was stuck at work in a call till 4 p.m. So bags under my eyes. Um so yeah, sorry. Yeah. Let me double check. YouTube is live. YouTube live. YouTube's live. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. But Bahua, Fi, and Sass, how's it going? Welcome, welcome everybody. Welcome. Dude, I'm tired, man. But the show must go on. Yesterday I came up with a bit of an idea in terms of how we'll end up calculating the enemies you killed. Here's the problem. There's a lot of challenges with this. Um, we have to clear the amount of enemies you killed. um, we have to clear the amount of enemies you killed if they are on the checkpoint that you're currently on, so you don't inflate the number above what it actually is. Aha. Or I come up with something better. That or I just fucking come up with something better, which I don't know what that could be. Um, I don't know. I don't fucking know. No idea. Um, yeah. I'm not gonna do that today because fuck this task. So yeah, this is like almost done. So I think what I'll do instead, maybe we'll tie all of the data on the extra stats section. We can get that out of the way. This thing here, which I think some of it is already done. We have these. Wait, is the best difficulty one done? No. No, it's not. It's not done. No, this not done. It's not done. We'll have to do that, and then we'll have to do the challenge count, and then we'll have to do the secrets found count. Don't know how we're gonna keep track of that. Don't ask. Then we'll have to do the melee kills. Don't know how we're gonna do that either. But we'll just skip that one too. Yeah, we'll just skip that. Yeah. But we're getting somewhere, I guess. Yeah. The total stats, as far as I know, will all be 0 for now. Yeah. Caught me off guard. I was about to hit the hay. Hey, don't let me ruin your sleep. All right. It's not worth it. Okay. There's nothing here of value that will get your sleep. All right. If you. How are you doing, KND, Zent, and Glitch? How's game dev going? Oh, it's going okay, man. I spent like the majority of my fucking day in a call for contract work. Wait, why are these all A? Why are they all A? What happened? Why are they? What the heck happened, man? Oh, I guess it's showing the last difficulty rating. So it's showing all of that stuff instead. Oh. Okay. Let's well, I guess let's just adjust that. Let's adjust that a little bit. I know something we can do to fix that. Is incomplete. I'm thinking instead of using the difficulty, which is incorrect by the way, instead we can do something different. Yeah, I'm thinking we use the timer. Which I think would be the better plan of action here. Golden apples. Hope all y'all are well. Hey, likewise. Likewise. If this equals 0, then it is incomplete. Time D's nuts. I'm sorry for my behavior. Yeah, you fucking, you watch it. Watch it, punk. And now it should work. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now, it should show up for Roma, though. Yes. There we go. Hell yeah. Okay. Cool. Now what? Now we got to do this stuff. So best difficulty. Best difficulty. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go ahead and change our widget switchers. So then we have this here. So this is your PR difficulty value text box. Are there any references to this? There are not. Well, I guess that's expected. Populate challenges. This checks if the save is valid at all, right? Right. Right. So we'd want to do another sequence. Put this over yonder. We've been doing a lot of UI stuff. It's getting kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of boring, man. I'm gonna fall asleep. Okay, so let's do this. We'll set the defaults to 0. We actually at least have a beginnings here. Right. This will wake you up? Man, why you gotta do that? Playing some Black Myth Wukong, probably gonna finish chapter 1 today. I've never played it myself, but I watched a playthrough and it looks like a beautiful game. Alright, thoughtful shot. Okie dokie, I guess. Looking at the bright side, I can't redeem anymore today. Is that how you really look at it? Is that really what you think? Do you think is the best UI in the game? In this game? The best UI in this game? None of them. None of them. The quit game screen. Yes. I love that one. It's my favorite. So we probably want to first check if the save is valid. Otherwise, we're going to be grabbing values that don't exist. Ghost values. What's the worst one then? Worst UI in the game? Probably the credits menu. I don't know. You know, I'll say the best. I like the character customization menu. I like this. You can spin your character around. You can zoom in. Although I think there's improvements I can make. You can zoom out. Something about him, something about our character, by the way, though, has some proportional issues. Something, he feels like I feel like he got squished. His torso got squished. Anybody else seeing that? Am I going crazy? What does a human body look like? He looks like he got squished. Posture rework number 27. No, it's probably just some shit with the spine, if I were to guess. Shit with the spine. Some shit with the spine. Some shit with the spine. Yeah, he looks, dude. He's got the fucking proportions of Wolverine, the comic book version. Now, if you don't even have, I think his neck looks weird, but that's about it. Maybe it is his neck. I don't know. Fuck it, suck at character models. It's a style choice. It's a stylistic choice. Yeah, stylistic choice. So if we don't have a save at all, then everything in here is technically incomplete. However, if we do have a save, let's do this. Wait, why are we getting these two things? It doesn't even... What the heck? Whatever. So if this is equal to 0, and you know what? Fuck it, whatever. Just get the thing first. Yeah, fuck it, whatever, man. Just fuck it, just do the thing, whatever. Good, Odilnir, how's it going? All right, check for valid save. Hell yeah, Pog. Super cool. If it's true. If it is true, then we shall get the menu chapter structure. And then we'll do a bunch of shit. Get the save file associated with it. This gets loaded before. Yep. Okay. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I was actually thinking of not streaming today, but then I was like, you know, I feel like I'll feel like shit if I don't stream. Whenever I don't stream, I feel like shit. I feel like I was just not productive that day. I don't know why. Personal record difficulty completed. Yes, yes. That's this one. I believe I have a section for the difficulties. That was a lie. I lied. I'm sorry. I do not. Wait, what do you mean I don't? Wait, hold on. What the hell? Boy, what the hell? Set visibility of the difficulty text box. Oh my god. Haven't gotten anything done today. Well, what time is it? Is it the morning for you, or like it's it's overdue. Oh, I'm in the wrong menu. Aha! Of course, I'm in the wrong menu. But that would make a lot of sense. Here is the right thing. I found it. It's right over here. It's over here. Wait, I've fucking copied this code before. Where is this? Wait, what? Where is it? Oh, right here. Oops. Okay, let's just copy that then. And copy this too. And then copy this as well. And copy that too. And fuck it, copy that while we're at it. So in this case, we don't want the BR difficulty. We want the PR difficulty. And then turn off everything else. Then this shall be this. There's one long line of code. It's not even that long. Or well, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. What the hell is good code anymore? What the hell? What do they mean when they say good code? What the hell does that even mean? The hell does that even mean, man? Okay, hold on. We need to check a difficulty that's lower. Licensed, amateur, and veteran. It works. And it has cooler. And it has coming soon. Does it have incomplete? Oh, fuck. Well, that makes sense because we do this here. So we can actually override that. And then put it here. Honestly, we might not even need a branch. Depends on who you ask. I have the best code. Seriously. Oh, see, now it's gray and it says coming soon. I believe, in theory, that should say... That should be good then. Also, I think we can turn off some of the in-development stuff. We should do that for the levels that are, like, playable now. Which I forget which ones that is. Rush B, I think, is playable. So let's say it is no longer only in development, although there's lots of stuff I still need to do to it. I forgot which levels are done. Gosh. Kanji is done. Flipside is done. So let's go to that one. I want to say Chock-a-Block is also done. And then Botnik and Madsuit are in development. These are all outscoped. Okay. Oxtail, I think, is done as well. Same day shipping is in development. Rush B is done. Or well, done, quotation marks. Dragon's Breath, I think, is also done. Damn, this game almost done. Yes! Freedom. Get up, coin. All right, so now those levels we should see incomplete instead of whatever it's showing. I don't know why that one says veteran. Those are actually coming soon. Like, that actually makes sense. All right, incomplete. Yeah! Woo! Nap time. Incredible War. 1.0 is only a year away. Hey, less than a year. All right, my motherfucker. If I didn't have a tight timeline with my contract work, I'd be working a lot more on this. But I have a tight timeline of my contract work now, so it does complicate things. Yeah, it does complicate a few things. Yeah. Are there any challenges that we completed all of them? No. What the fuck is Hexman? What the hell? That one's 2. None of these are 3, so I can like test that shit out. Great. Well, that's great. Whatever. I guess whatever. Contract work? Yeah. Okay. I actually don't think we need to check for the valid save. Why is bro training in the ocean? No, that's not an ocean. There's an island there. I forget what island it is. I want to say it's the, what's the creepy one that you're like not ever supposed to go to? I think it's that one. I forget where that is. I remember I placed it, the USA. No, not... Not the USA. No. You know what? I'm just going to say it's fucking Skull Island because I don't remember. It's an island. I just don't remember which one. I'm disappointed by the lack of new drama clips for Roach Software after he disabled clips for his channel. Do you guys see the whole legal case thing going on with that individual? His mod, who was yeah, legal case. Don't judge. Pirate Software sent a DMCA on someone's Steam page, even though they didn't use their likeness in that Steam in Steam itself. But they made a Reddit post about them putting like a roach with a wizard hat, and they had one audio clip that they used from Pirate Software's like infamous stream, where I guess I didn't watch it myself, but I'm guessing it's just like, what do you want me to do? I'm out of mana. I'm gonna guess it's something along those lines because that's like popular now. That's essentially a meme. What ended up happening is a pro bono, basically a lawyer, contacted the indie dev. Now I'm gonna be honest. The indie dev also looks a bit like he sounds a little bit like a tool as well, but they do have a legal case on their hands. And one of the moderators of Pirate Software, I guess, basically worked with Pirate Software, or I like acted as an attorney, and apparently they are a lawyer, but they're a lawyer in the UK. So now I guess that lawyer is essentially going to get fucked over, while also Pirate Software getting fucked over because there's a fair use case there. And also a malicious DMCA or a false DMCA case there as well. And it's so funny because there's messages where the moderator's like, well, we already resolved this case. And then the lawyer that's messaging that person, like the actual lawyer in the US who's doing the case, is like, well, I'll be the judge of that, basically. The lawyer was like, well, I'll be the judge of if this is over or not, because it's not. And then basically the lawyer was like, you're not a representative of this person because you're not actually representing them in court or anything, so I'm going to message them myself and get to the bottom of this. So is this the face of the game dev streaming? It can't be, right? Like I'm no better. I'm surprised Lana Lux did not win fucking game dev streamer, man. That's some bullshit. That's some fucking bullshit. Lana, in my opinion, should have won that award. I think she was nominated for it. She should have fucking won that award. It's too much of a fucking popularity contest. Too much of a fucking popularity contest. It's so cringe. I wouldn't consider him a game dev streamer. Isn't she the biggest game dev streamer who actually does a dev on stream? I would argue, yeah. You could also say Jonathan Blow is also a game dev streamer to an extent, but she does. Jonathan Blow doesn't, I guess, stream as much as Lana. I would say Lana is like very fucking hardcore. Like, yeah, it is a popular contest. Oh yeah, 100%. It's stupid. It's so stupid. When is streaming not about the numbers? Nah, I mean like the streamer awards though, but I guess that's all about numbers too, I suppose. Lana Del Rey? No, Lana Lux. What you drinking there? Blood. No, it's raspberry and vanilla kombucha. It tastes a bit like Dr. Pepper. It's kind of like a cheat code. It's like I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, but I'm not. And it's like so much healthier. And it's Canadian. Yeah. Hell yeah. Anyways, we should get some work done. Let's do something first. Okay, the secrets we can't do yet. Because I don't have a system tied in for that, I think. Oopsies. Blood for the blood gods. Yes, damn right. So yeah, that's a really funny situation. Apparently, is that showing up on his game? What is the game called? Does that show up in his early access thing? Oh my god, it does. The last update made by the developers was over 13 months ago. Oh man. Wait, what, does my game show that? Oh no. Wait, hold on. Hey, we're good, guys. Hey, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. BattleBit, I think, is showing that. But as far as I know, they're working on their thing. It's so funny because it's also 13 months, or I guess over 13 months ago. So I guess this is just like a flat number. Won't change much. People can just push small updates and call it a day. I actually wonder if for that thing to be, where the fuck am I? Does this count any update? I guess it counts any sort of update. Is that an early access thing? Yes, this is an early access thing. I don't think this is a like full release thing. This is an early access thing. Yes, the last update was a April Fool's update in April that was apparently absolutely useless, and that was the only update that was released. So it's like a huge slap in the face. So I guess, you know what it might be? Maybe it's like it only counts major updates, and you have to specify it as a major update through a news post. Was the April update considered a... No, it's a small update. It's counted as a small update. So it might only count regular updates. The last regular update was in 2023, November 25th. So I think it only counts... But then there's a regular update here. But this is an opt-in monthly build, so it's probably a beta build. So that doesn't count. I don't get it. What the fuck? How does this calculate this? Does anything stop a dev to mark anything as a regular update? Technically, nothing stops you. Steam technically does have to review. They review, albeit quite briefly, I would imagine, the update announcement posts. I have no idea. Did you get review bombed? Oh yeah. But apparently a lot of those, well, some of them are obviously post drama, but there's apparently a lot of reviews that are pre drama actually as well. So does anything stop a dev from just replacing an entire game on an update, like entire new engine and everything, just the whole game remade? Technically, nothing's really stopping them from doing that. Would I recommend doing that? No, probably not, because you're like probably opening up a whole fucking flood of issues. If it's still the same game, but just like remade and different engine or whatever, but it's still the same game design, then yeah, in theory, Steam. If it's like the game is completely different to the point where it's like different than what it was previously advertised, then yeah, Steam would probably start allowing refunds because that user bought a game. You know what I mean? Like that's different than what they purchased. So I could see Steam potentially intervening to some degree there. But technically, nothing's really stopping them from doing that. It's just what are the there's potential backlash that could happen in doing that. Stopped development for like a year since he became famous, but you said they're starting again now and we'll have updates every month. Pirate Software disqualified my Game Jam entry because it was in UE5 and I couldn't package for browser, only for Windows. What? What? Because I guess with web, it's more secure, I guess. Dude, what's the fucking point of doing a game jam then if you're going to do... Did they specify that in the rules, streamer, that it has to be a fucking browser-only game jam? Right, Golden Apples, I would agree. It's like a lot of people ask me, why don't I bring my game into UE5? Well, because that's chaos. That'd be absolute chaos. And I don't see myself like gaining much from you, like going into UE5. That would just end up over scoping my game. They require games to be packed for browser and the game jam so they can play test faster. I feel like that just completely defeats the purpose of games, just to play it faster. Just so they can play it faster? That just sounds so weird. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. There's a lot of, like, inputs, but it's like... I don't know. Game jams are such a weird concept to me. I feel like it's gotten into such a weird territory. I don't know about you guys, but for me, whenever I look at game jams, I'm like, you know, kind of makes sense with how big his community's gotten, but I think there's probably a better solution. I think there is probably a better solution, but I don't know. You can't use UE5 because it cannot export to a browser. You are disqualified. Sugma. All right, well, these are being set. Let's do the challenges next. Let me rename these, actually. So what did I name this to? PR difficulty text box and PR difficulty value text box. That's just weird, man. There's a reason why I have not done a game jam. There's just way too much to fucking do. What I would just recommend to people is, dude, just work on a fucking game. Set a goal, personal goal, and then if anything, just like send me a video of like the footage of you playing it. I feel like I get a lot from just doing that, to be honest. So because I can't do a game jam. It's just too much stuff to deal with. GMTK delegates first filtering to other judges and checks the top 100, whatever number himself out of that. Yeah, like that could, I don't know, dude. It's whatever. Game jams are weird, especially when they start like including like. Why is this a variable? I don't know. U5 can be very demanding too. You just have to like, you just have to set it up in a way that works for your game. Like at the end of the day, like I think by default it uses DX12, so and DX12 is quite expensive. And I think recently they did a stream talking about the PSO cache, and they even admitted DX12 was, I think UE5 going into DX12 was too soon. I think what was the wording? Someone must have watched that stream. DX12 was too fucking soon, I think was what they said. Or let me find their actual wording. Because of the whole stuttering and PSO issues and shader compilation and blah 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 and blah 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 and whatever. U5 PSO. What was the actual wording in the talk? Yeah, this is a good stream, by the way, if you're curious about the caching and stuff like that. Let's see, where was it? It's probably at the beginning, actually. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, Ari is great. They need to give that guy a fucking raise. Give that guy a raise. He's doing amazing work. And he's very transparent about the engine and everything. In my opinion, it's more realistic marketing for the game. Where was it? Maybe you just like talked about it rather than it being on a slide. Yeah. But there was something about DX12 being too early. Is Ari the guy that did the 100 Unreal tips? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Where was it? Which slide was it? I think it was actually around here. Right. Next slide. Next slide. Fuck. Not next slide. Next slide after this slide. Oh, yeah. Games should not have moved to DX12 without a PSO plan. I hit the end button! Whatever, man. Whatever. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, use PSO cache or pre-cache or... Not trying to stay on Pirate too much, but what does he actually know about game jams? Was he was a dev for Blizzard? I don't know what the fuck he did at Blizzard. I don't know what he does with his game jams, but I just think that's weird, disqualifying anybody just because they only have a software build and not a web build. Like he did QA. I have no comments to say, or else I will look like an asshole. I have no comments, or else I will be the asshole. I have no comments. We all know what you think? Yes, yes, I'm sure many of you will know what I think of that. Yes, I'm sure. Grim's gonna start drama? Honestly, if any of these streamers that I talk about were to see my stuff, they'd probably just block me and whatever. It being a web build was in the rules? Well, there you go then. There you go then. I do think that's a bit stupid though, but I guess I get it from a security standpoint. But it's like if you can't do it, then like I don't know, maybe change the like system a little bit instead of people having to playtest your game, just make them come up with a trailer for it. That's what I would do. If I did a game jam, I wouldn't ask for people to send me, well, because then you can cheat doing that. I don't know, because like you have to cheat anyways in a fucking game jam because you have like limited time to do things. So it's like, I feel like I would rather make like a fucking game jam where it's like, send me a gameplay video of you playing the fucking thing. And then like I would do that as my game jam. And then that could be a great practice for like people making trailers and whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Albeit making a trailer is like a whole fucking weekend on its own, but a game jam is fucking stupid. It's like you get 48 hours to make something. Okay, people stay up for like 36 hours. It's like, bro, it's the most unhealthy fucking thing. Him cheating at single player puzzle games is wild. I I do not care about this individual. Even before all of this drama, I've always like been kind of like weirded out by the personality and whatnot. So, what would I do if I were prime minister? I would quit because I'm not made to be a prime minister. Things I didn't know, Unreal couldn't package the web. I think they gave up. I think they gave up web in like UE4 point. Might have been UE5 actually. I think no, that's not true. I think it was like 4.24. 4.23. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Can't imagine I'd learn much slapping shit together in 2 days with no defined. Yeah, I like you probably can. The lesson should be like you'd have to keep a super tight scope. But even then, you're probably going to be doing a lot of dirty coding. Grim, would I go to work at Blizzard? No. In current day Blizzard? Fuck no. Past day Blizzard? No, probably not either. Future day Blizzard? Non-existent. The way I build code slow is completely opposite of how I assume you have to hit those deadlines. In a game jam, you're probably making your code in a very specific way where you're not compensating for that many bugs that could potentially happen. This was the game jam entry I made in 4 days. It looks pretty cool, man. At the end of the day, you know, the value you get out of it is your own personal value, not whatever fucking community circle jerk that happens in a game jam. I feel like there's a subset of people that do game jams for like the reward or like, which is weird in my opinion a little bit. Which like I don't know. I guess to each their own, right? At the end of the day. That's why it's crazy when you see these titles that started as a game jam be made into a full game. This game used to be a game jam. I'll show you what it used to look like. This is the game jam version. This is the game jam version right here. This is Suit for Hire before Suit for Hire in 2018. What jam was that? It was a part of the Winter Jam, and I think the theme was on thin ice. And we had the idea on thin ice as in like okay, you have a very minimal amount of bullets, minimal amount of resources, and you die at any moment in time. You're on like thin ice if you make one wrong step, I guess. Was it disorganized after making it so quickly? Probably. But I also think our scope was relatively tight, so like it wasn't like crazy disorganized. It's practically the same game, give or take one chapter. It's basically the same game. You could play it. I think there's still a download for it in here. Yeah, V1.11 apparently. I don't know why we put an 11. It would make more sense to do V1.2. Why is there V1.11? Was there ultimates back then? No, it was literally just shooting, rolling. No reloading, no punching, no kicking, none of that. Just shoot enemy and rolling. That was about it. Yeah, the idea of a game jam, I think, is exploring a concept at its roots, and then trying it out. And then if it's cool, then go with it, right? I think that's essentially how I would look at it. But I feel like the way that it's structured is so many people focus on the art side of it. In my opinion, I would look at a game jam as a potential to look at a limitation based of the theme and then create a prototype and use prototype art. But in my opinion, companies like Epic Games and whatever, in my opinion, they do it incorrectly, where they start fitting in visuals and all these other fucking things in, and then it basically just becomes, okay, how quick can you make something that looks fucking pretty within 48 hours in an unhealthy amount of time? Whereas I should see it, I feel like people should see it as, can you make a quick, cool looking photo prototype with maybe like some art that's representative of like what things are, and you know what I mean? Like I feel like that should be the thing, but we've gone in such an unhealthy direction with game jams personally that like I did 1 or 2 game jams and that was enough for me to say, yeah, I'm not doing this ever again. No, I've done 2. I've delivered twice and I fucking hated it, to be honest. The Thinwick one was fun because I was in a team, and that one was kind of fun because I was just focused on the functionality, programming, just one task, and then everyone else was doing other things. So like that was kind of cool. Game jams nowadays are longer. I think most are around a week. That's crazy though, because like you can imagine like a lot of people that are trying to participate in those have like a 9 to 5 job. And if there's a reward at the end and people are looking at it in a way where they want to be a part of that reward, well, good luck, because you're basically going up against people that probably are still in school or they don't even have a fucking job. And now they can basically beat the shit out of you. I don't know. I feel like they're just, I feel like the concept of a game jam, especially with rewards involved and money or whatever, is so is flawed. It's extremely flawed now. My game being disqualified was last nail in the coffin. Never doing that shit again, dude. You can do your own self game jams. Just try to fuck around with prototypes and just maybe do them in such a way where you're trying to learn something specific, right, within a time frame, or just yeah. Did a game jam to improve my skills against it? Yeah, right. To go into it with personal expectations, not external, which is like winning an award or anything like that. I think going into something with that mindset, I think will kind of set you up for disappointment. Some people need to have a strict external deadline to be motivated. That's fair, I guess. I suppose. Everybody can one day work for others. Hey, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. It's all about just pushing forward. Any progress is better than no progress. Don't localize. Don't localize. Length. Will V1.0 be deleted till tomorrow? What the hell are you waffling about? Oh wait, we can use this. Yo, sick. Wait. This is gonna give us an error, isn't it? Yeah. It is gonna get us error, even if we do put it in a select. Because a select will calculate both things no matter what. Well, let's see. Pretty sure it's going to error out. Which then means I'm going to have to make a function for it. Yay, yippee! 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 Show me the message log. The message log. One of these I have to have incompleted, right? Wait. Is this code even running? Yes? What? This code is running, right? What? Oh, those levels actually don't even have any challenges. Ah. 0 out of 3. I forgot. It doesn't have any. But it's not erroring, which means that is valid is working? Somehow? Yeah, all right. Yeah. Do a print? No, I would see if it errors. I would see if it errors. Oh, okay. Actually, that's good. No, this would not error out, actually. This would not error out because it just returns an empty, there's nothing, it's not null or anything. Okay, yeah, actually, it's fine. Actually, after looking at it, I forgot that the output is nothing. So it's not going to have like a null reference to anything because there is no reference to begin with. Everything is good. Past me planned all of this. Or accidentally planned all of it. Yeah. It is running though, because we can see the other levels that have challenges. We can see the number change. These actually have challenges. These don't have challenges yet. Or at least this one doesn't. Yeah, nice. All right, cool. Secrets. Well, that's not going to work yet because we have no system for that. Melee kills. Melee kills. We also. Do we have that being set in the save file? I actually don't even remember. Let's go to the game instance real quick. Okay. Oh, we are doing nothing with it. Ahaha. Okay, well. Oh yeah, this is also incorrect. Fuck. The whole kill system is actually going to be a buzzkill in terms of getting this shit to work. Did you say I posted about the? I did, Ray. I did. Yeah. I'm thinking of maybe just remaking the tutorial and making a better version. So, otherwise, if I don't end up remaking it, I'll look into fixing those issues. Currently on track to finish my game within the next few months, but with all the crazy releases this year, I'm likely going to hold off on releasing it. Probably best to have extra time for polish. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, obviously don't release it when GTA 6 releases. And try to release it on a day that's not like a AAA release, but also at the same time, they're like in a whole different ballpark unless you're like a giga studio, you know, big name studio, where then like maybe you're competing directly. Like, you're obviously always competing with all games that are being released at any time because you're competing with people's time and money, but I also feel like that shouldn't like 100% be the you know, like if something is ready to go and it's ready to go, you've done testing and play testing with people and whatever, I'd say just kind of like obviously be like smart about it as well, but I wouldn't like completely delay it by like a year or something. You know what I mean? Because you could end up delaying it by a year or something, and then it releases, and then it doesn't do as well as you'd want, even though it's not within, you know what I mean? So. Hello, Conley. What are you working on? Well, I'm working on the... What am I working on right now, actually? Good question, actually. We're working on this stat screen. I'm just getting some of this stuff done in here. This I can't do. This I can't do yet. Let me actually write that down. I think these at the bottom we can do. No problem. Yeah, release it when you're satisfied with your... Like, what you could do, instead of releasing it, just get straight in your marketing campaign, you know? Get straight into, like, marketing it, and once you have enough wish lists and stuff, I'd say just go for it. Like, obviously, just release it at a good time. Don't release it during a sale. Don't release it during a huge game release, like within maybe, like, a week. But it's like, there's always going to be things releasing, so it's like... Maybe not GTA 6 of that scale, because that's going to be... That'll probably be on a pretty huge scale. But the thing is, it depends on what your game is. Your game might not even have the target audience of GTA players at all. So, but yeah, I wouldn't look at it as a blocker necessarily. I doubt GTA 6 is going to vacuum everyone's game money for more than a few days. I think it's not really about the money. It's about the time. It's about marketing potential. A lot of newsletters. If you have like a marketing plan and you want newsletters or news sites to like, you know, market your stuff, you're going to be basically like flooded, and like overrun by like GTA 6 news and stuff like that. That's probably gonna be for like a week or two. This is 10 things you missed from the GTA 6 campaign or some shit. You know what I mean? Like shit like that's gonna probably get into the way of your release to an extent. Yeah. What if I just do a Chad move and release it with zero marketing at all? Is that a Chad move or is that a dummy move? That's the real question. Yeah, there's going to be a huge influx of GTA 6 content. Probably for like a month, to be honest. Months, but the huge influx of it will be during that like release period, I think. Hi everyone, I have a terrible news. I'm completely addicted to Civilization 7. This is not well, do we need to start a intervention? What's going on with Ronan? Who's Ronan? Who is Ronan? What do they do? Will there be a Suit for Hire and GTA 6 collab? Listen, GTA 6 doesn't even know I exist. That guy's been making GTA 6 videos every damn day since 2013. Hey, I respect the hustle. But damn, what a bunch of fucking brain rot, if you're asking me. What a bunch of fucking brain rot, man. Jesus. Oh my god. You're gonna get to your deathbed and then someone's gonna ask you, so what did you accomplish? I made 2,000 videos farming GTA content. The brain rot for GTA is gonna be wild. Oh, it's gonna be pretty bad, man. It's gonna be pretty bad, dude. I can't wait until gamers are like, dude, look at the new Rockstar game. It performs and looks so fucking good. It's next gen. Unreal Engine 5 is dog shit, dude. Okay, dude. Rage is the new Rage, all right? Get the fuck out of here. I can't wait. Oh, dude, I'm gonna be so... 2,000 videos is a massive understatement. I can't wait for all the GTA Gone Woke shit. I feel like Rockstar has some like anti-woke people in their C-suite, I would assume, so I'm going to guess they're going to do like none of that. Also, I feel like Florida, well, I don't know actually. I have no clue. Cuz the game is taking place in Florida, right? Or Florida. GTA version of Florida. When am I going to UE5? Probably after this game, most likely. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about UE5 right now. Using it is clunky. It feels so clunky and so like sensitive. Like you accidentally do something and then it just fucking micro freezes on you for like 30 seconds. It's constant buzz kills using it. So I don't know. I don't know, dude. I literally don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my next game. Gonna use Godot, guys. It's time. Using the current version, it crashes a lot. I don't care if other people are having a good experience. I'm having my experience. My experience with it is kind of fucking dog shit right now. Okay? They'll be like, I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, I get it. You're perfectly fucking fine. Okay? But I'm not. What do you want from me? But for some people, the fact that one of the main characters is a woman is woke for them. Losers? There has to be a worse word for people like that. Subhumans. I don't know. Fucking dude. Really? Not even a human. They're a subhuman. Gamers. Yeah. That's gonna be an interesting period. But I don't know. I like UE5. Like, there's some really cool shit in it, but it's just a different workflow, and it feels kind of sensitive and janky to an extent. I don't know if I will use it for my next independent project, depending on what it is. Like, if I do the God style game, I feel like I don't need UE5 for a game like that. You know what I mean? In fact, I kind of want to fuck around with forward rendering. Maybe like a forward rendering type game. That'd be interesting. I would love to kind of play around with forward rendering to see what kind of workflow that's like. Need a good PC. Man, I know tons of people at my workplace, my contract workplace, that have good PCs and they still run into those weird weird micro freezes and stuff like that. Has to be visually impressive for UE5? I don't think that's entirely true. I don't think that's entirely true. Like, you can still go back to DX11 or whatever, I'm pretty sure. Not use Nanite, not use Lumen, not use VSMs, and utilize some of the new features that are in UE5. There's some cool stuff in UE5, like, don't get me wrong. Using forward orienting? Yeah, there you go, rookie, yeah. Yeah, enhanced input is cool. It's just a lot more setup versus... It's not entirely true, though. It's not more setup because they've exposed some features... They exposed some features in the enhanced input that I think technically speeds up your development time. I'm running my current project in DX11 with Lumen. It's actually really nice. You could do that, Hot Mafia? I thought DX11, or I thought Lumen was DX12. Or is DX12 Nanite? UE5 would likely be rock solid when 5.27 comes out. The thing is, we are in very early stages of UE5, but that being said, they release less frequently than UE4 used to be. How long has it been since UE5 came out? 2 years or 3 years? How long has it been now? 2 years, right? On 5.4, Lumen can run on DX11, theoretically 5.52, but it apparently doesn't work right now. What? Nanite needs SM6, which needs DX12. Okay, so Nanite was a DX12 requirement. It came out in April 2022. Yeah, so 3 years. I want to say 3 years of UE4. We got to like UE4 point... 2 years, 3 years, almost 3 years, almost 3 years. UE4 was probably at UE4.12, UE4.13. Maybe even like they were releasing updates like frequently. Now I think it's biannually, so just 2 times a year. So how did you implement a difficulty system in Super Hire? A lot of our difficulty settings. So when you change your difficulty, it sets it to your save file, your current run save file. And then when you get into the run, basically on begin play, we check which difficulty you have and we kind of assign stuff to your character. Although we are going to make some changes to AI though. So they'll probably just like do a check to see like which difficulty you're in and then adjust their behavior based off of that. It just basically loads the save file that you currently have and then checks it from there. Which to be fair is pretty slow. We could probably do it on like the game instance or something. Nanite's carrying my ass big time. Hey, be careful, man. You gotta still check for overdraw with Nanite. And all of those things, clusters, and there's another thing with bins that I haven't learned. I know there's a concept of bins in Nanite. I just don't even know how the fuck that works. Like what it even does. I guess it like loads things in chunks or something in bins. Okay, did we rename everything? Yes. I don't even need to do this. I just realized. We don't even need to do this select. Because if you have no save, it's just going to immediately set it to 0. Hell yeah. I think. Yes, pretty sure. Okay, cool. Sick. Wasn't overdraw only for mask materials? Overdraw is for everything. Nanite has its own overdraw. There's an overdraw view mode specifically for Nanite. I would watch where was it? Nanite. Oh god. Yeah, I'm getting John Nanite shit in my Google. YouTube. UE5, Unreal Engine 5. Let me go to the actual videos. They have a video they recently released, not too long ago, talking about Nanite. Let me just, can I do a search? Will it give me the most recent videos? Nope, it won't. It'll give me one from 3 years. Great. Here it is. I'd recommend watching this video. That one's a good one. It's got some good stuff in there. Listen to John Nanite and use it to your heart's content. No. John Nanite says not to use it. So unless John Nanite's the opposite of other John. John not Nanite. I'm going to use Nanite and they're done. No, there's Nanite, just like any part of game development, requires some optimization. There's still optimization steps. It's just a different workflow. It's just a different workflow. So just be careful with your tech debt. And obviously it depends on what you're doing as well. We set the text to the kills value. We get the save file. We check your total kills. And then we pog. Kevin Nanite says not to use it. I've never met John, but he sounds cool. No, I'm just telling you what people say to me all the time. Yeah, no, I get you. That's what I'm just saying. I think Epic is doing a bit of a better job now of like spreading information that's a little bit better. I think the marketing team has set UE5 for a very rocky start, in my opinion. They need to stop marketing to gamers, to be honest. I think they just need to stop doing that. I think that's just... I don't know what they can do to stop doing that. I guess stop posting on YouTube. But like, that's not an option. It's just, I think they've marketed so much towards gamers too much, in my opinion, that I think this is why we're at where we're at in the conversation about Unreal Engine. But at the end of the day, I also think we probably would have still ended up here at this conversation because a lot of these early UE5 games are like using early versions and people still don't know the workflow and the games run poorly and then they blame the engine for some reason. Why are they even marketing at gamers? I don't know. I guess it's easier for investors to eyeballs to look at it, I guess. I don't fucking know, dude. Listen. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I do know. Can I like set a bunch of values in bulk? I can. I could. I could, yes. Total melee kills, total deaths, total runs, total clean suits, total executions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kills. I hate setting shit manually. I'm just going to do it this way. It's probably more stupid, but... Okay, do this. Okay, make array, or get. Is this a stupid way of doing it? Yeah, probably. But it looks cleaner. Total kills, total melee kills, executions, clean suits, runs, and deaths. I'm going to do it in order of what the widgets are, just so everything's consistent. Nanite allows for so many polys as current one since I'm good with procedural modeling geonodes. I'm having a blast. Well, yeah, it does. It's just you're still gonna have to deal with things like overdraw and various other things. There's still some things to compensate for. I think they're marketing it devs, but they're doing it like you would market to a general consumer base. Big hype, lots of promises and sizzle reels. Right, which I think then draws in a different consumer base that I think they should not be marketing towards, like I said, which is gamers. Like, how is it that gaming streamers are for some reason reviewing things that are technically meant for game devs? Why is that? Or game devs and or C-suite CEOs to approve the use of UE5 because it's just stupid. There's so many problems with it. There's so many problems with these like huge hype videos within the intention of like, I don't know. Personally, I don't know. But I think we were going to end up at this position no matter what, even with or without Unreal Engine marketing. I think that was going to end up being the narrative. So I don't think it probably wouldn't have made much of a difference. This is the wrong one. I have to do melee kills value text box. UI is so fun, right? Once it's done, it's done. You know what I mean? Once it's done, it's done. All right. Okay, all right. So, in theory, because we've already started a total on another level, all of these are going to show 0 except for the one level that we tested. We apparently have 115 kills in. I don't know how that happened. But hey, it works. Cool. Buttons spawn dynamically to match the data without manual labor. Yeah, that's another thing is spawning the stats dynamically for sure. But I think we probably would have wasted more time doing that than just doing what we did here. So, because now it's done. The only things we have to do is these two here: secrets found in melee kills. That's about it. We just have to make the stats of melee kills proper. Secrets, we just have some missing code that we need to put in. So that way the chapter table knows what secrets there are. Which maybe is that already there? Is that already in the chapter table? Secrets is not a variable. You're thinking it could be easier / cleaner. I would say that would be the better option if there were more stats. If there were like 10 or 12 stat lines, I would 100% just fucking do that shit dynamically, because I think that would just actually be better in the long run on all fronts. In terms of making it feel cleaner and also probably it running better too. But because there's only these 6 stat units and I don't see myself adding more, I think it's fine. The price to pay. Cool. This looks really stupid though. All right. But it works. Okay. So that means tie all of the data on stat screen to the save file. So I'm going to just check it off, but you just have these two here. Just because I want to click a blue checkbox. Show secret such servers that haven't been found. Okay, so we should probably get started on that. If something is stupid, you know what to do. Hide behind a collapse node or method. Yes! Yes! If there's a problem, just hide it. Okay. I guess let's set up the secrets next. Let's set up the secrets next. We might as well get around to doing that. So chapter table is a row type of chapter struct. Adding this is it's gonna break some stuff. Gonna break a few things. All right, where's my persistent save file? Because that has the actual variable. Persistent save. So secrets are a array of names. What the? Okay. My the next time I package the game, it's gonna fail. I'm gonna have to compile. I'm gonna have to go into each one of those blueprints, compile them, and save them. I can't wait to do that. That's gonna be so awesome. Unreal Engine. Can't wait to have to do that. I'm sure if I was using Godot, I wouldn't have to deal with that. I'm sure if I was using Godot, I wouldn't have to deal with that. All right, so now I need to remember which levels have secrets. I believe there's only one level right now that has secrets, and that is the Catacombs level. We have secret name, Crimson Burger. We have pencil, and we got suit big head, which is behind a hit. Nobody look at that wall. Hey, don't tell anyone there's a secret wall here, okay? Don't fucking do that, guys. All right? You'd have to deal with shitty performance. I don't think I could see myself using a different game engine, to be honest, guys. Like, I'm just not smart enough to switch. Call it a skill issue. That's totally fine. I agree. Totally, I agree, okay? You would like Unity? Or C Sharp? I don't know if I would. Having to write all your shaders by hand and everything. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna use C++ more, but I don't know. I just don't know if I'd be interested in Unity. I don't trust Unity, for one, as a company. We got 3 secrets in here. First one is Crimson Burger. I think the other one is Pencil. And then the other one is Suit Big Head. I guess. I suppose. Yeah, maybe I would like Unity. I don't know. I'm not smart enough for game dev. Hey, me neither. Honestly, this shit's tough. It's tough. Why do they gotta make this shit so hard, man? Man, what the hell? It was like, dude, it's crazy. Part of the reason why I switched from Unity to Unreal is the blueprint system. Part of the reason why I was even able to get into game development is probably because of the blueprint system, to be honest. I would take on C# as a language over C++ any day. Yeah, but I really like the animation blueprint and those systems in Unreal, and I don't really know if I want to build my own IK system in Unity. Not that I use like IK, but like that's just an example. So honestly, I'll bite the bullet of having to learn C++. You know? Just like how I figured out Blueprint, I'm sure I'll figure out C++. Not encouraging you to move. UE's a better engine overall. I'll just start using AngelScript and then hope that nothing goes wrong. I'll just use AngelScript and hope nothing goes wrong. Is AngelScript still up? For is it for UE5 or is it UE4? Are they using it in UE5? Do you even need C++? You technically don't, but I plan on getting into multiplayer, and I think I would benefit a lot from knowing C++. I think I would benefit a lot from starting to dive into it. I think one of the cool things about this is the hot reloading stuff, but is there technically multiplayer support by default in AngelScript? How does that work? Networking. Oh, right. Interesting. Like C++, AngelScript RPC functions default to being reliable. Interesting. Yo, I'm getting flashbanged by this website. Have I seen U Sharp? I saw something about on Reddit, SquarePeg. I did see something about Reddit on about the C Sharp in Unreal. How is that coming along? I didn't actually look at the post. I just saw I saw the title of it. Like one thing is knowing a language like Blueprint or C++. Another thing is truly understanding it for max performance. For sure, right? Like with anything, right? It's just a process of learning it to its, to an extent where you can really use it in a optimal way and build games in a quick enough timeline that doesn't cause you to start growing a beard and then the zombie apocalypse starts outside or something. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like Blueprints, you understand the structure so well, so it won't be too. I really don't. I really think the biggest challenge for me with C++ it will be memory management, like pointers and whatnot, and just understanding where to put them. Which honestly, I probably won't take that long for me to grasp it. And I think the biggest one will just be the syntax. And then maybe like going from doing things quickly in Blueprint and then converting that knowledge into C++ to like be able to quickly like copy paste things. Like even just typing a bunch of U properties takes me a little bit of a time because I end up going to my mouse, copy pasting shit, and it's kind of annoying. Yeah. Building a game is hard enough. Don't need to add optimization on top of that. The thing is, I think, unfortunately, in game development, that is just part of the job. That's just part of the job. But I wouldn't be using C++ for optimization necessarily. That's not my goal. C++ has a lot of multiplayer stuff associated with it that's not fully supported in Blueprint. So, yeah. Unreal Sharp is really good. Do you have a post for it? SquarePeg? Is there like an official post for it? Because I saw something on Reddit. Let me see if there's an actual using C Sharp in Unreal Engine with the free Unreal Sharp plugin. Oh, there's an actual page. It almost, dude, it literally feels like AngelScript, what we just looked at. I like the page though. Powered by Gitbook. Cool. This looks, oh, I like the look of this. It's got it feels a little bit like Notion, but better. Maybe I should use that for my fucking curriculum rather than Notion. I feel like Notion, I don't know why, feels claustrophobic. I don't know. Free and open source plugin for Unreal Engine 5 that allows game developers to use C# in the project within Power.NET 9. Interesting. So it's C#'s syntax, but with a bit of Unreal charm to it because U property. And then it's associating property flags to it, which you would similarly do in C++. Like with this right here, can I? So in C++, this would just be how do you do a public? I guess just public int. Or technically, I think this would be like this. I actually don't remember. Oh, right, it would be uint. So I actually don't know. Can you write a public at the beginning of just one line, or wouldn't you put it under like a specific section? Can just do int. Uint is unsigned. I don't remember what the difference was. I remember reading up on something and then I was like, uint is not the one that you should use. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just use int then. But then I think int didn't work, so I think I needed to do like int 32 or something. I don't remember what the problem was. I remember I ran into an issue one time when I was trying to make ints in in C++. I don't remember what my problem was. Uint means only positive numbers. Ah, that's what it was. Yes, I remember. Yeah. But I remembered, I think uint does not show up in Blueprint. There was something I noticed. There was something I remember I came across. Like, I don't even remember what it was. I mean, in C#, you declare access before each variable / method, but you can omit it for default private. Interesting. It's also just a plugin. Interesting. Opposed to IntroScript, which needs to code. So how does this work? Does this just end up compiling down into C++? And this is just a visual representation. So I would imagine this is probably just good for like basic scripts and stuff like that. Oh, very cool. My test class. Honestly, because I don't come from a background of using C#, I would probably still just try to dive into C++ personally. I could see this being great for people that already have a background in C# and want to start using Unreal, or maybe they use C# and they want to use, they've used C# in the past and they want to use C#. You know what I mean? I could see this being really beneficial, but I actually think me trying to learn this rather than just trying to learn C++ and just diving into it and drowning myself in it would probably just be the better thing. I'd assume they're defining macros to make it convert into C#. Right. Is this actually how you do things in C#? You use square brackets. Yes for attributes. Huh. It's cool though. I'm always I think it's always sick when people are coming up with like custom solutions like this. I think it's sweet, man. I think it's awesome. You know, if it makes it more accessible to people, and allows them to use the engine in a way that feels more comfortable for them, I see that as a big fucking W, man. There's replication as well. Yeah, I think this is just kind of like, this just gets boiled down. I've heard bad things about learning Unreal's version of programming. Well, you'll learn you'll hear bad things about any sort of programming probably. The number one bad thing in my opinion when it comes to C++ programming in Unreal that I've experienced is it takes a really long time for you to do something and then get into the engine to test it. That I think is the one thing that's kind of annoying.
Shit my pants, I did. Huh?
Replication's new? Cool, man.
Meow.
Jay, thank you for the Prime. Thank you. Getting subsystems is really easy. I need to learn subsystems. I would love to make my own subsystem. Because it's very fucking cool. Oh right, in C# you don't have a header file. I forget what was the benefit of using a header file in C++? Was it memory reasons for memory? I would highly recommend learning object-oriented programming in general and then going to that higher level programming language stuff. Dude, I don't even give a shit about the terminologies. I just learn shit and then I find myself apparently using ECS and standards without even actually researching it myself. Because half the time I research this shit and like methodologies and whatnot, I feel like I'm just getting overwhelmed. So I'm just like, I'll just code this shit. If it feels good, it feels good. I don't even search that shit up. There's such a like the huge like battle in like within programmers. Like, dude, object-oriented programming is the worst. It's a fucking devil. And I'm just like, it works. Like I just don't even care. I don't even like research any of that stuff or data-oriented programming. Although I've heard some cool things with data-oriented. Like some of the stuff Valve does, I think is pretty sick. I would love to like learn that a little bit more. Okay, so we're actually going to copy this. And you know what? Maybe I'll just place it in between this one. It's like a typewriter. All right, instead of challenges, we'll do secrets. Let me guess, the length is... Oh, it cleared it. Pog. Where the fuck are the secrets? Oh, right, it's not in here. Actually, this is not going to be as easy as I thought it would be. I'm a doofus. This part will be easy, but then getting the actual ones that you have will mean we have to get the persistent save file. Where the fuck is that? What are we working on? Stats, menu thing, main menu thingy. You can declare things in header files, and as long as you don't use the things in the header files, you can pre-declare things that you can then use as inputs for functions or only reference in C++ files. You can declare things in header files, and as long as you don't use the things in the header files, you can pre-declare things that you can then use as inputs for functions or only reference in C++ files. So it's, for stupid old me, it just basically means optimized. Very optimized. Very optimized. Long story short, if you don't care, well, you care, you won't care until it becomes a problem, and then you will care. That's how a lot of coding goes. Load, save, oh man, fuck it. No, the persistence, oh, why did I do it this way, dude? Why did I do it this way? Instead of keeping the actual secrets that you gained in that level within the level structure, instead, it's its own fucking variable doing nothing, dude. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Oh. Oh, fucking shambles, man. I'm in shambles. Ugh. Just made my life so much harder because... Whatever, dude. Whatever. You know, whatever. All of our code... Whatever, man. Secrets obtained. Can I like get an array and then do some shit with that array and compare it to another array? Find item. Well, that doesn't work because that works off of specific. Check if two arrays are member-wise identical. No. Only getting me a boolean. Oh, it doesn't work. Well, that's gonna suck. That just sucks. Sucks balls, man. No, dude. Third person mode in your game looks fire. I really like third person games. Hey, well, if you have the game, you can test it out and let me know how you feel about it and stuff. Otherwise, it'll be coming in the next update, the 1.0, and hopefully it's good. I don't know. I guess in theory, this would be my first third person game release and top down. I'm a double whammy. It's gonna be interesting. It's preparation for when I work on my zombie game. Yeah. So I guess we'll do a for each loop over here. When's the second person? The fuck is... No, we're not doing second person. Execute and... What was the output called? Why did they make this so complicated? Then. Why is it then? Why is it then? Why does it do that? What version of are you using right now? 5.5? Dude, I'm using like the like exclusive 5.8 version. Very secret. Don't tell anyone. It's 4.26. It's 4.26 actually. Hold on, I'm reading. Blah 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 blah. Here is a class of U metasound. We don't use it here, so you don't need to have it loaded before you compile U, but we will load it before we use it in your C++. The compiler will scream it for declarations not enough, so there's that. I don't know what that means. I'm just warning that if you are going to learn programming, you might as well learn how the language type works in general. Then you can take those skills across all the languages of that type. Learn how to use Java, Python, etc. And then you can take most of those skills to other languages. Just learn different syntax. I just don't understand how a header file doesn't basically means you don't need to declare the object. That part I don't understand entirely, which I'll learn. I'll learn it when we get there. You know what I mean? For me, I don't learn things by reading it. I learn it by just doing it and messing up. So DX11 versus DX12, so that if you're running lower end hardware, DX11 is better, but if you're running higher end specs, DX11 runs less efficient than DX12. Interesting. So what you're telling me is if you're not using Nanite, you might as well give the option to the player to run either DX11 or DX12. And I'm not sure if they can do that. No, they can, I'm pretty sure. They can do a dash DX11, DX12 setting, can't they? So I would assume on startup, a player can, in theory, utilize different versions, right? The zombie game will integrate all existing game genres, believe me. It'll be a top-down game, it'll be a first-person game, it'll be a third-person game. It might actually be first-person and third-person. But yeah, Deep, we're just using 4.26 and not UE5. The reason why it looks different is because it's an add-on, a plugin. UE ships with DX12 only? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you can set it to DX11. We have it in our game. Before startup on Steam, you can choose if you want to use the default DX12 or run DX11. Okay, I feel like that'd be a good goal to go for. Because I'm probably not going to use nanite personally. So UE4 as well. What would the benefit of using DX12 though for UE4? Like, what would the benefit for DX12? Like, what kind of like things get exposed to you for using DX12? I want to say Fortnite has that option to go between DX11 and DX12. I swear they do. I think. I swear it does, because there's an option that like turns off nanite, and then once you go on DX11, nanite can't be turned back on if you're on DX11. If I remember correctly. I remember seeing something like that. It gets to be passed in starting parameter for the executable, which is why we have it set through Steam. Yeah. It makes sense. You could probably do both. Like, you could probably make it so you set up the executable. Could you set up the executable while being in engine? I'm sure you could. Why am I even asking the question? I'm sure you can. All right, so secrets found. There we go. So 3 out of 3 because we found all the secrets in this one. However, all the other ones are 0. Actually, one of them should be... we didn't set up yet. I think same day shipping has a secret somewhere. I don't know what I named it. Okay, all right. Okay, so secrets are there. Now we just have to do this bullshit. Oh, wait, hold on. We did that one. Yes. Does that mean we're going to have to put secrets in every single level? I sleep. Yeah, I guess we'd have to. I suppose we'll have to do that. Scope creep. Well, luckily it's not like... It's not a huge thing that's going to cause, like, big pains or anything like that. Does that mean you have to package a build using DX11, DX12 separately? I think technically no, but you do have to compensate for that through your materials and stuff like that if there's anything specific. And if you're using nanite in your DX12 version, you're going to have to compensate for that in DX11 version. But I would imagine if you turned off nanite by switching to DX11, maybe it goes to fallback meshes. I'm guessing maybe it would go back to fallback meshes. I don't know. You'd have to test that. So I'm just reading messages. I don't know what the fuck's going on. This should be enough on Steam side? Yeah, that should work, technically. But in terms of engine side, you just have to be careful. Like, personally, I won't be using nanite, so I think having an option between DX11 and DX12 probably won't be too difficult. Like, it won't cause too many issues. For me. But I think if you do use nanite, you know, that could be something to consider. I haven't worked on a previous game, so I only know that from one from player side. Okay, gotcha. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got? I hate doing this, but it kind of looks better this way. Nanite is still on when I turned on DX11 in my editor? I don't know. Listen, all I know is I'm hearing this and that, and I don't know. I've been told that this and that and this and that, so I don't know. I haven't tested shit myself with UE5 just yet. You just set the default RHI in your project options. To default, then there's an option in the game user setting called prefer D3D12 in game. Saying it's true will cause the game to try to launch with DX12. If it's not supported, it will launch in DX11. I guess that's one way of putting in a user setting for it. Okay. Track secrets found. Do the secrets. Okay. So we're like, we just have, I think in the stat screen, we just have one more value to do, which is, I think, melee kills. And then that's it. 2 of the challenges are done. Makes sense. Let's do a quick test. It's just the kill count doesn't fucking work properly. Man, it's really annoying how he just kind of hides behind that car. I'm going to fix the navigation with the enemy there. I feel like that just makes things unpredictable and flow-wise really annoying. Also, that's really annoying too. How do you play in third person? You have to be on the beta branch, and then hitting P is the default hotkey, or in the settings there's a thing for it. I missed. Setting up an option menu is kind of complicated. I would recommend getting a plugin called Auto Settings. It makes your life so much easier. It changes the vibe a little bit. It does. It definitely does change the vibe. And there's also some visual stuff that I think we could probably do a better job of. What does auto settings do? It basically gives you an entire settings menu to work off of as a base, for one. And two, they basically give you this entire like CVAR system to create your own console variables that make it like really fucking easy to add like your own custom stuff like auto open doors and stuff like that. And then it has a bunch of like things for audio and stuff. It just makes making a settings menu so much easier. Which is why I recommend it. Oh, I didn't. Okay, well now the kill number is going to be skewed. But that is something I need to work on. Also, this whole AI thing where enemies don't see you. Kobe. I need to give the middle bat a sound effect when it hits the ground. The Lyra menu, dude, I would never recommend someone who's starting out, who's struggling making an options menu, to use the Lyra menu. It's like telling someone who's trying to make like a shitty paper airplane to be like, yeah, dude, you should use the NASA schematics. I don't know, Lyra. I think you could probably use it to learn a few things, but and there's some cool stuff in there for Gaz, I believe, and a few other things. But man, I probably would not recommend it to someone who's starting out in Unreal, to be honest. I gotta fix the crouching animations. I've run out of ammo. Why is it so complicated? What's it doing? Just open the project. I don't even need to tell you. Just open the project. Don't have UE installed? I don't even know how to explain it. I looked at it once and it was enough to tell me, yeah, I'm not gonna learn anything here. Yeah, it's like it's industry standard of AAA, I suppose. I guess. I'm actually kind of surprised that worked. I don't know why that happened. Ah! Okay, let's see if the stats works. Well, they don't. The kills doesn't work, but it's so over-engineered if you don't know everything about it. Nothing makes sense. Super modular. There's no references between the things, so you have to constantly search loose ends and figure out what's listening for each other. Yeah, it feels like what I was trying to, like when I was trying to learn gameplay ability system. I still have not grasped the concept of a payload. The whole payload concept, I still don't fucking get it. I still don't get it, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I probably would not use Lyra. Like, you can maybe learn a couple things, but I think as a beginner, you're not going to be able to learn anything from it. Unless you maybe have like a technical background. What's the payload in UE context? It's so in gameplay ability system, when you set a task and you want to send information to it, like for example, in the case of what I was trying to do, I was trying to make a task in gameplay ability system. I was trying to make use of their way of manipulating root motion. And I wanted to make it so when an enemy staggers, I can use their root motion to like move them around and stagger them in different directions. So I used gas, and I thought it was going to be easy. But I wanted to just send two things. One, I think the direction of where I wanted to launch them, and doing that was so difficult for me. Just trying to send the information of which direction I wanted shit to go, it was so fucking difficult. I think what I had to do is I had to create a separate U object that had data associated with it, and then that U object had to then cast to that U object or something to then gain access to that information to do a thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? Payload is basically like using an object instead of variables. Here's my question though. Objects are not replicated, so how do you utilize gameplay ability system in a multiplayer scenario? By replicating the objects. Nice. But objects aren't replicated by default, so how do you fucking replicate? So you have to like spawn the objects on each client that's in relevance, I guess? I don't know how, see that part I don't even know. That's where I was like, huh? Like I kind of get the part of spawning an object and that contains the variables, but then it's like, huh? Yeah. Can the payload be a struct? But isn't the payload, the struct type that it gives you just contains like an object in it? All right, cool. So we got all our stuff. Except the kill count is still incorrect. But everything in here is working. So that's cool. Yeah, struct has a fixed type, so it can't be a struct. And that would be useless to you unless it had like maybe some very basic stuff. But then if you want to go beyond that, yeah, basically, fucking gameplay ability system, my balls. Okay, like, geez. Why did it have to be so complicated? I understand there's like, hey, fucking hey, replicate it and get like secure and shit. Man, like, dude, I don't care. I don't care about that stuff. I'm not gonna make a multiplayer game that has anti-cheat. I don't care. I'm gonna make a co-op game where everyone can boot up Cheat Engine and fucking modify their currency, and then it would work. I don't care about that other shit. Who cares? Augers. Yeah, Cheat Engine, dude. We're back in like 2012. Time to make a YouTube video and have a notepad as the fucking text, and then like boot up Cheat Engine and be like, how to get 5 billion gold, and it's like actually not there. It's just a visual thing. Those were the days. Those were the days. How to get max cash. The thing that's so funny is back in the day, I don't even think anybody was making anything. I feel like nobody back then had max coin stacks because like no one knew how to make that much back in the day. Nowadays, everyone has max coin stacks in old school RuneScape. These videos are still being made in 2025? I wouldn't doubt it. That type of shit never dies, huh? You'd have bodies by drowning pool. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the body. Yeah, classic. In 360p. Oh, dude. Brings back memories. Anyways. Cool progress today. Hell yeah. We still need to do the kill system and do it properly. And then we still have a few other things we need to do. But it's getting there. Hey, we made some good progress. It's not like we didn't do it. We made design progress. I think that's pretty fucking hog. Let me actually change the widget switcher back to 0 for the index. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. I'll see you guys Monday, I think. What day is it today? Yeah, Monday, I believe. I think. Wait. What's Monday? Yeah. I think Monday. See you tomorrow? No, I got shit I'm doing tomorrow, so that's probably not happening. So don't expect a bonus stream. All right. Goodbye. See you guys later. Have a great weekend. Thanks for dropping by. See you then. Goodbye.